We are doing some SAT prep. This is 2.6.18, which is practice test 2, section 6, number 18, on page 476. It is the last of the grid-in problems, so it is definitely meant to be tricky. So we're given 5 distinct looking cards, right? Those are the 5 cards that you can see, and we are told that this card cannot be placed on either end. And we are asked how many ways can these cards be arranged. So the trick is that this is the fundamental counting principle, but it's the fundamental counting principle with a twist. You are not allowed to pick this card for either of the two ends. So when you list what you're putting in your spots, you have 4 choices for this first spot, for this end, and you have 3 choices for this end, because you picked, of these 4 that were not the solid card, you picked this one, right? And then you said, oh, okay, I'm still going to leave this guy out of the mix. He's not in the mix, and I'm going to pick one of these guys, right? So I did those first. I said, okay, those are the ones that were not the solid card. And then I said, okay, but now I still have 3 cards left, and now that I've assigned the ends, and I know that the ends are not those cards, I have 3 cards to choose from, so I could pick any 3 cards to put here, I could pick any 2 cards to put here, and then I'm stuck with whatever card I haven't picked yet there. So I end up getting 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 times 3, right? Which is essentially a 9 times an 8, or a 72, which is the answer. The trick that we run into here, if people aren't paying attention, is what they do is they get this part right. They say there's only 4 cards you can pick, but then they make this 4, 3, 2, 1, because they think, oh, after I picked that it's not the solid card here, I can pick any of the 4 here, but the trick is you have to deal with the 2 ends first, because those are the ones that have a restriction. You can't pick this card for the ends, so you have to say there are 4 choices for this end, then there are only the other 3 remaining for this end, and then I can deal with the middle when that solid card is back in the mix.